Oh, welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a minute. You'll have to apologize. My setup is super janky. I don't know if you guys care about this or not, but we're gonna tell you anyway. I had basically my stream machine just took a hot one, and so getting it all repaired and situated. So it's been about a week almost. Yeah, I think it's been a week. It like literally failed last time we were doing a live stream. So I have to use a like an old tablet and like my gaming machine is now streaming at the same time, so we'll see how good or bad this is. There could be some hiccups here. So if I don't see like a super chat right away, um, I'll get to it. I promise. What's up, guys? Hi. What's up? He says, "Is this alive?" Yes, it is. Tom Holland. Yeah, 'cause like I'm used to looking at my other screen to read chat, so like I have to look down at this like janky old tablet. But hey, it's working. So if I don't read the chat, 'cause you know I'm pretty responsive with chat and stuff. So what's up? It says, "Hey, is PTB gonna be? Is there gonna be a wipe tomorrow?" For weeklies. For weeklies, yes. So we're gonna be doing what we did last time. Although oddly enough, we had a wipe here on the PC side. So we're going to try to do some of that cloning stuff and whatnot. So hopefully that all makes sense here. Let me go ahead and make this different. I think we'll make it... Sure, let's try that. Is that good? Let's see if... Is it too bright? Can you guys hear me okay? I know, is this so crazy that it's like... It's like this, you know what I mean? I'm just like, because I'm used to looking to the left and the screen's blank. I'm like, what's going on? Okay, so some bases that have some what do you call it? Some some farming stuff inside. I want us to do some of the cloning, but we're gonna have to do some of the build out for it because I haven't had a chance to because I've literally been dealing with that machine failing for like the last week. Got all the data off, all the old videos. Yeah, it's been an ordeal for sure. So if you've been wondering why there hasn't been a lot of regular videos and a lot of shorts, that's why. What's up? We have Ryan says W. He says, "Can we get a W in the chat?" What's up? Are you guys seeing this? Anybody on mobile or like, you guys seen these like smiley faces and stuff and hearts? That's kind of crazy, huh? That's kind of cool, right? 100%. Says the start of your stream scared the heck out of me. I'm sorry. What's up, man? So I'm like, I have to like look down. This is so weird, right? I had this down to a science before. Now I'm all like, so I'm going to be super slow. Okay, so yeah, any questions you have about electricity, farming, go ahead, throw them up there. That's what this is all about. We're going to be doing some builds, going through some of the cloning process. Hopefully we can streamline some of that stuff. So while we're getting like questions and stuff, let's go ahead and build out some of the structure for it. I guess we'll do... I guess we can... Yeah, you know what? I guess we can do it like out here. I don't see why we couldn't. You know what? Let's just go with squares and then we'll mess with triangles here in a minute. How's everybody? But dude, and it also feels super weird that I haven't streamed. You know what I mean? Like, cause literally my stream machine is like the recording machine as well. So like, it's just I felt totally out of whack, man. It's been weird. Very, very weird. Think about okay, so like last time, so crazy. Before the machine crashed, I was literally gonna set up and start doing these like cloning processes, and it just tanked. And I was like, like we were just about to do it too. And I was like, we had all the setup, and then the servers restarted, and I was like, oh man, we're gonna start back from zero. But hey, I'm super glad we're actually able to stream. That's a huge deal, cause for a hot second I was like, so no official word on the main machine, I just know that it's down. Or I should say the main streaming machine. So we're going to try to fit in streams. The other weird thing is, as far as like streaming from console right now, I'm going to have to do a really weird setup to capture everything, or I'll just be able to capture me. So we might have to pipe it through Discord. It might get a little weird. But we're still going to try to get it from there. But for now, I mean, the PC version works for us to stream from. In the interim until all this stuff gets back online for me personally. So if you're wondering like, hey, how come it's not on console? That's why. How you guys doing so far? Good? You guys hear me okay? Let me double check the levels. Like, I don't even know where to look Dude, for years I look to my left for the chat. I keep doing it and the screen's dark and I'm like, what? What's going on? What's happening? Excellent. Let's do it. I got bubble guts. What's up? I mean, it's cool doing it from the tablet, but I don't think it's that efficient for me to actually, like, look in that direction all the time. I'd have to have this, like, mounted or something, I think. I don't know. It's weird. Hey, it says Jade, I just want to say I love your videos. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate it, baby. Baby? Yeah, like, there's so much stuff coming down the pipe, but, like, the main machine I do all of my heavy lifting from, like, just tanked, and I was like, now what? Because literally, this is, like, the gaming machine, so I don't have anything else set up on this. So I had to, like, well, first of all, I had to back up all my data, and then I had to, like, make a mad dash to get everything good. So apologies if I'm a little slow or disoriented. Okay, so let's get some of the basics here. So we're going to get some of the refrigerator going. Some of the basic electricity. We're going to cheat a little bit and use a power source, but we are going to use like batteries and such, because that is more realistic. What else? What else? I feel like I'm missing some stuff here, for sure. We have the cable. We have this. Okay, so we're going to need some pump action. Some pumps. Pumps. Everything slid over a little bit because these little guys and the industrial stuff that came in, so I'm like off a couple rows. Okay, pump and then sprinkler. So like KSP got an update, teardown's been fun, so we're gonna try to fit it all in this weekend if I can. If this machine holds up to do so, I think that's gonna be the course of action. Obviously, we're still gonna be doing Rust. Gotta get all these Rust videos out the door because I am so far behind. It was like I was like, man, that's like the worst time for that to happen. But like I said, I'm grateful that we're able to actually stream at least some way, somehow. And I think we'll figure out the console stuff, if not this weekend, as far as streaming from it. If not this weekend, we'll figure it out next week for sure. I'm definitely going to attempt it. It might fail miserably, but we'll try. But until that other machine comes back from being fixed, it'll be a hot second. Okay, so what I was thinking was the most efficient way for us to do a lot of this, to store a lot of the body of water that's going to be clean. Well, I guess it could be a pool, but the pool doesn't hold that much, does it? It only holds 2,000 milliliters. Weak. The best way, honestly, is to fill up a mobile vehicle, and I know that doesn't really pertain to us yet, but it will soon enough. Here, we'll make this, yeah, we'll do that. We should probably start the pump system now, and then maybe park one of the vehicles up here. Yeah, let's try that. It's going to be janky, but it'll work. Ooh, you know what? Before we do any of that, we're going to have to put it under a canopy, because if we don't, guess what? It's going to despawn. Hey, you know what? It'll be a nice little preview for you guys to actually see the new stuff. What's up? The boss put 100%. He says, is there word about minis or horses or cars yet? Here's the thing. Good question, Ryan. Good question. Sorry, I kept looking over there. I was like, oh yeah, I have the chat downstairs here. Here's the thing. It's going to be horses next for sure. But we have such a weird amalgamation of updates, which is a good thing, right? Because it's very telling as to like what's coming down the pipe or what they're currently working on. I've got a sneaking suspicion that we're going to see our old vehicles sooner than you think. Honestly, it's been one of those things where I'm like, okay, we had the terrain update, and if you notice the terrain's awfully smooth, well, it's smoother than it should be even for horses. Do you know what else needs smooth terrain? Vehicles. I know it's like, you get both of them for it. I think we're going to have to wreck Bio. I'm sorry, Bio. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I told you, I'm like so off. Oops. Is he alive? Is he alive? Yeah, because we can store 2,000 milliliters, and it'll be the best way for us to, like, water the top. You know, I should probably just Okay, sorry, Bio. We had to. I have to build on top of you, dude. I'm sorry. It's really messed up. Okay. Let's just do this. Right, and we'll do this. And we'll just get it to stand up. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, so this would be like a little preview of like what cars will do. And that's the other thing too, is like okay, let me kind of rewind and still talk about what Ryan's talking about here. If you notice our road and path system also got cleaned up, yes, it's for horses, but do you know when that really came in for us? After vehicles came in. And do you know when our new junk piles came in? When vehicles were in. This didn't come till later, like later for us on the PC. So the fact that we have this tells me that they're working on other stuff. I even like alluded to it once we checked out the it might be too far to go check it out, but the power station, sorry, power plant. Jeez, what am I saying? Power station. But yeah, there's just a lot of little things that are kind of cluing me into. Because honestly, before, I mean, we saw it. The road system was very that's where like barrels and stuff spawn, yes, but it wasn't as coherent as it is now. Like if you look here, this was actually called like the ring road or the circle road update portion of it, because it actually circles the entire map. And there's these little crossroads that go in between. That's for horses, but that's more importantly for vehicles. And if you look at our junction pieces on PTB, you'll also notice that those junction pieces are very smoothed out for what? Vehicles. We were there for the vehicle beta when it did occur. So it's one of those things where you're like, huh, this is awfully close. So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, it's not going to be until after horses and whatnot, but the fact that we have smoothed out roads and terrain and the new updated terrain is very, very promising. So either way you cut it, it's got to be semi close. Any new skin leaks? I will know tomorrow. Yeah, I wish they gave us it ahead of time. We'd tell you for sure. And we're probably just going to group all this stuff tomorrow once we get our update. Because honestly, this was one of the things I was going to cover, and then the machine just took it. And I was like, great. Like, our set's way behind. Like, my whole schedule's jacked up, so I apologize. I feel like a bum. It says, do you know when minicopters are going to be added? No, we don't know yet. It says, hey, why do turrets keep dying? You got to make sure you maintain enough power. Do you want me to try to set up something for you? Maybe if you can kind of describe what you have, I can maybe help you out. Gentlemen. Ladies. Hey, let me double check something. So sorry. I know, so like there'll be moments where I'm just like sitting here and looking stupid, and you'll be like, what's going on? I'll be like, I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Bear with me, guys. We're getting there. The tablet thing isn't too bad, but like I said, I'd have to mount it or something, which may be an option, because it is a bit cheaper to... It is a smaller computer. It wouldn't be terrible, but I'd have to... I don't know. I was going to redo the office, but then like COVID hit, and then like my first... Well, my gaming machine I'm on now died like at the beginning of the old Pandy. So I replaced that, which I'm glad I did. I got it before all the price hikes and the crypto stuff really tanked the market. Although to be fair, it's actually pretty reasonable now. But anyways, basically delayed my office updates by years, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like I could still totally motor like this, but that's why I was like, oh well, maybe we'll put this on the list if I'm gonna make sweeping changes. So who knows? Put it this way, my office looks a lot like the way I organize my boxes. Chaos. Beautiful chaos. Okay, so if you're talking about one of these, and I know this is a bit off topic, but we might as well because we're going to have to use this as a container. And watch, this will end up being quite relevant when they're like, hey, by the way, we're doing cars. I'll be like, I knew it. I mean, we've been right about all the other stuff. Okay, so if you want to have a car on the jack and actually have it functional and not decay, you want to put it on this, I want to call it a skid, but it's a modular car lift. And it takes up one square, but this little knob can be on a triangle, but technically you need a space to walk out on. So really this is like in a T shape, like this, more or less. And again, I know this is, I'm on a rant here. So it'd either be like this, or it could be like this. And I'll show you examples of both. And I just want to touch base real fast. So if you want to place this modular lift, you can place it like so. Or you can place it like this. You can do it with triangles, but it gets a bit tighter for sure. But I mean, that's the fun of this game, right? Is like fitting all the essentials inside of your builds and stuff. Most of the time, you'll have a grow operation in like a side house or a gatehouse, and it will usually accommodate your vehicles. I'm confident enough that after seeing our updates and changes, I'm confident enough to be showing you this and being like, yeah, this is like a preview as to what's coming. We don't know when, they haven't officially said, but I mean, I've been through all the changes in Rust, and I can tell you that Daddy smells it coming. So, you know, just like a nice little tip for you. And 1.5, you can fit it in a 1 high, but then using the lift becomes a major issue, so I would advise against it. Okay, so the other thing here is we're just going to use a creative piece for this. I guess we'll just throw it on top. Why not, right? And then we'll just have this plugged in directly. Let's just get it, you know. This is more for our purposes for storage. But I figured since we're doing it, we might as well give you guys the rundown. What's up? This is in the new skin links. It says also, oops, I'm sorry. My thing didn't scroll down automatically. I apologize. Also, they need to bring in the zip lines on console. That'd be dope. Gardner, that'd be dope. It says minis aren't going to be added for like another few years. I don't think it's going to be this year, but I think we'll hear something early next year is kind of my guess. Your power's not hooked up correctly. Yeah. Are you talking about Devin? And they says, are you playing on PC right now? Yeah, this is the only way I can stream right now, because my my console setup is so jacked up because my stream machine is out of commission at the moment. It says, are aim train servers available on PTB? Yes. 1 wind turbine, a large battery, and 9 turrets. How are you splitting your power? And how high is your wind turbine, Devin? It says, I think you have 1 too many. You can do 9, but you have to be very, very particular, and you have to have a really good wind with 1 wind turbine. What's happening is your wind turbine is underpowered at times during the day, and it's not enough to maintain the battery, so you're getting them to go on and off because you don't have enough charge saved up, but also it's telling you that your system isn't balanced enough where you're losing more than you're gaining during a day and night cycle. You can stick solar panels on in clusters to kind of help even it out. That's what I would suggest. Or put another wind turbine and make sure it's high enough. Okay, so let's get like a long boy in here. Be careful the way I do this, and I'll actually delete anything I need. Modular vehicles are great. You literally can build the car the way you want. There we go. That's the one we're looking for. This little cutie. These can hold 200,000 milliliters. That's crazy. So since it's under a canopy, and it's on this, and it's powered, it'll be in such a way where it will not decay. And I'm pretty sure we'll just get this outright because this is relatively new. If you have 75 metal scraps and it's powered and it's lifted, you can also add a key lock. No longer do you have to carry keys, which I think is kind of cool. So we're just going to connect this. This is going to be our water storage. And we'll just put a cap on the end. Sorry, guys. Usually I have all this stuff set up, but like I said, I've been putting out fires. Gotta make sure my thing's scrolling too. This is not, I play on Nintendo Switch. I play this on Nintendo Switch. Speaking of, did anybody else notice? If you've got, and I know PlayStation has something like this too, I'm just not sure what it is off top, but let's say you have your Xbox on, right? And you have like the power save feature, so like you can ping it from the internet. If you have the Xbox app on your phone, Android or iOS, and you've got a controller thing that hooks into it, like there's a backbone and there's all kinds of stuff, right? But what I found out was I can play Rust from my phone even if I don't have xCloud because it's pinging off of the internet, which I did try, and connected to my Xbox, and I was playing some of the wipe on my phone. Yeah, dude, when we get Rust Plus, that's going to change the game, dude. That's going to change it. Dude, you're getting offline, you're like, hold on a sec. You're like, hey, teacher, I got to go take a dump. And you go in the bathroom, you're like, all right, I got the egg case. Or if you're at an office in a meeting, you're like, I got to go take a dump. And then you're like, 5-10 minutes to do a quick defend? Gentlemen, this is the future. Am I popping a lot? I gotta see if my audio levels are okay. Pretty good? Pretty good. It says, we have a guy that's an electrician in real life that does the power in the game. It says, so I'm going off how he has it set up. I mean, that's a good start for sure, but there's definitely some... It doesn't operate exactly the way electricity works in real life, but... There's like... It's like Redstone and Minecraft. It's like its own thing. If that makes any sense. It's goofy. Alright, so let's set up a bank of this. Because we're just going to need water like crazy. I don't think this is deep enough. Where does the water begin for us? Oh wow, we're in a bad spot. We should have done this way further down, huh? Wow, none of that's deep enough? What? Okay, so let's keep it on the grid. This is going to be crazy. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Normally I have all this stuff set up ahead of time. It feels weird too, like not streaming or like putting out videos and stuff for like... I mean, we had some stuff in the tank, but I don't know. It just feels... I feel like a bum, dude. Like a lazy bum. Even though I know that's not the case. Very extenuating circumstances. I mean, some of you were there when it crashed, and I was like, on my phone, I was like, I don't think the machine's coming back. You guys saw us do this during the event, too. Hey, you know what? On the upside, at least we get to play our event, right? Before my machine took a hot dump. That's cool. I think if we do 6 of these, that should be more than enough. So what I'm thinking... Yeah, we should do 6. Here's why. We're going to have this go into a desalinator. And then push the water, I think, through a system and then over and up. I think that's how we're going to do it. Sound good? What's up? He says, how much money is it to get Rust on PC? I want to say it's like 45 bucks. Something like that. Yeah, remote play. Wasn't that sweet, though? I thought it was just in the home network. Like, you had to connect to your Wi-Fi. But, like, literally, I was on my cell phone data, connected to... through the Xbox app to my Xbox and was playing in real time. Now, granted, you're not going to get great frames necessarily all the time. You can get some glitches depending on your connectivity. But hey, if you need to go in and do some clutch farming or like close something, open something, dude, that's hot. Right? Or just check up on stuff. Dude, that's what it's good for that. I can confirm that's a thing right now for us. Can confirm. Yeah, that's not ideal that we have it set up like this, but hey, it is what it is. We could maybe... Yeah, let's get this one going first, because I don't think we have any clean water. Our best bet is to just clean this and then dump it out, so... Alright, so if we can get 6 of these, because our combiner has 3... And I'm pretty sure a desalinator, one desalinator can handle 6 total. Maybe even 8. I'm not sure. We could elevate it a little bit. Put the desalinator on top. It's always about getting height with this stuff. So I think it is. I got bubble guts. It says, hope it got fixed. It says, I'm off to bed. Yes. What's up? He says, hey Jade, stop by to say hi. He says, hope you got your stuff fixed. Thanks, man. Loki, what's up, man? Nah, it's still being fixed, but at least we've got a temporary solution for now. It's very different, but hopefully it's good enough for now until main comes back online. Oh, yeah, and then we have like our Valheim server that's running and stuff. We got all kinds of stuff to tend to. So if somehow I can squeeze in some extra streams like this in a kind of a hobbled state, we'll try to do it the best we can. And what's cool is our Valheim server does work across over on the PC, so we can play our server 100%. All right, so we have an extra one in there. That's cool. So all these are going to need power for sure. These are like $5 a piece. Ooh, dude, that's expensive, dog. Kind of do what we did last time. It seemed to work pretty well. Like our little industrial wall in the back. So they're going to need 5 apiece, so we'll probably just use... was somebody else talking about that? He says, I play Rust on my Steam Deck. Nice, nice. He says, I'm the one who's been keeping updates with you, says trying to get my farming and my genetics going. Oh, okay. Good stuff. He says, on your shorts, why do you have 3 guns in your hotbar? Hey, sometimes it happens. Yeah. Depends on the day, what we're doing, what server we're on. I mean, we literally jump servers so often. I mean, granted, it's sloppy, but we were probably trying to blow the loot before the wipe ended. Is the most likely answer to that. We'll put this cabinet back here. This is kind of what we did last time. Says, I changed my name from Ryan C to my gamertag on Xbox. If you plan on streaming, I would suggest you change it off of your gamertag. For anybody of any size, I would suggest that. As much as you can't fathom it, if I could pass advice on, I would say, hide the server you're on and make sure your gamertag that you're playing on does not get out there, because you will have problems almost immediately, if not immediately. I know, it's weird, but it's real. It's an actual thing. Alright, let's get this all plugged in here. I do like the new power generators because we can actually take, because the maximum input on a medium is what, chat? Is what? Is what? What is the maximum amount of power you can stick in a medium battery before it's wasted? You can stick as much as you want, but what is the maximum efficiency you can stick into a battery before it starts to become wasted power? Anyone? What's up? Eleanor says, hello. Hi. Welcome back. Sorry for the delay, everybody. I know it's been about a week. My mainstream machine has still incapacitated, so we're doing a Band-Aid solution until it's back on its feet. So I'm a little slower on chat because it's not in the place I'm used to seeing. Says, I did a raid tonight, but I got countered, sadly. I lost 19 satchels and 1 C4. That's rough. 1 rocket launcher and an AKS. That's rough, but you can't win them all, you know? It's alright. It's alright, baby girl. Alright, so because this will be constant power almost all the time, we're going to use a good friend, the branch. So we have, what, 6 total? Todos. I'm so used to using the smart switch every time. You know what? I'm on PC, so I'll keep it as such. Stroked out. We're back. Main power. And we'll just go down the line and punch it. You know what? Stick it under the window. I think that would look interesting. Interesting enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's configure each of these for 5. It's also a little weird having this tablet like right in front of my mouse and keyboard too. I'll get used to it. I just was so busy trying to save all the video and content I already shot and stuff I was working on. Like, that took all weekend last weekend. I gotta tell you, man, that made me sad, Panda, not knowing if I was gonna be able to play games. And then, like, Sunday, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to play, am I? Or stream. But let's be real. I mean, I guess I could have played some games, but like if I'm not streaming, that felt like I don't know. It felt weird. Plus, all that other stuff needed to get fixed anyway. So. I guess I don't need to be all fancy with it, but. We can make this pink. Sure, why not? You know what? Let's get it crazy like this first, just to get it going. And then we'll make it clean. Because I want this to start cleaning water like fast. Because it'll take time, just like storing up battery power. I don't typically wire like this. Anybody who's got the OCD, look away. It says, well, was on my way to bed, but wanted to show support. Thanks. It says, love your videos. Thank you. If you're on mobile, you can drop little hearts and stuff in the... Isn't that crazy, dude? That's so cool, though. Is that like a Facebook, Instagram kind of thing? Instagram-ish. I don't know who did that first. Probably Facebook, but who knows? It's hard to tell anymore, right? I don't know what's going on. Alright, so we gotta get these guys pumping. Then we gotta get the desalinator running. I was like, why is that not running? Perfect. And then... where are you, desalinator? We got room for a couple, so if we need to, we're all set, hey? Says, can I put my server name in the chat? I would recommend that you don't, because you don't know what server we're on. It says, where's Razor at? It says, he's such a cool dude. I don't know what he's playing tonight. Be nice if you join me. Boys are probably sleeping. Yeah, I was gonna save this till like tomorrow night, but I was like, you know what? We gotta get in there and test this. It's been a week. I was like, I gotta see if there's any faults with this. So at least, I mean, if I'm out without a machine for like a week or two, I hope that's not the case. You know, I gotta get used to doing it like this. I think we can go up one more level and then store it and create like a little substation in this. The question is, anything with a motor will transport water to a certain distance vertically, but I can't remember what the max is, and I think it's tweaked since I've last like tested this, which has been years, because you know, console's been out for almost 2 years now. And obviously we weren't doing any farming because that didn't exist until like right now. So I think I'm going to try to put water storage on top. That makes the most sense, I think, if my brain is operating correctly tonight. Yeah, so sorry for the late start too, but I had to iron out some kinks too. We're getting there. Says, can you put my server? He says, was on my way to bed. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate all the support, the kind words. It's all good stuff, guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. It's like weird not seeing the main like dashboard layout too. Sorry, I keep like saying how different it is, but it is. Okay, so I think we'll be able to store all these little guys up here, possibly. If I remember correctly, I think doing a little bit of this seemed to help last time. Maybe. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipe. Videos that have been prepared, videos that I'm currently working on, news and stuff. Should be good. So we're not going to let a small thing like a computer taking a hot dump stop us, are we? No, we're not. So I think I'll combine everything into one pipe and then kind of split it at the top and let gravity knock it down, I think, for the last little bit. I think that makes the most sense. And well, I'm going to try to do it with just using the main motor. So the motors from here should push it up to here, I think. And then this motor should push it up just a short distance up to here. And it'll be the pipe system sitting on top of here. And we use that to push the rest down. In theory, I think that'll work. And at least we'll have some clean water to mess with while we're building the rest of the stuff here. As you can see, clean water is a thing. Vertical. It's always about verticality. So let's go ahead and take all these guys. So each one's going to do a push. So we should probably just see if we can get it all up here like this. Let's get crazy. Verticality. So really, it's going to be 3 of these, if this is the combiner. Oops. Right? 1. And then the last one I'll combine like this. And hopefully go straight down. Haha. Says, how do we find out how much power each item needs? I know we don't really have that. If you sound off in the chat, I can probably tell you what it is off top. Turrets require at least 10. If you're going to use the extra outputs, they'll require 1 apiece for more of those. So if you want to use all 3 outputs, I think there's 3, so you'd need 13. But if you just need basic functionality on a turret, it is 10 units of consistent power. Otherwise, you'll get that on and off stuff. This is Jade. How close do you think we are to custom servers? I think we're pretty close. I have a feeling that farming has to be stable and close to output or close to polish or at or a little bit after polish still is my feeling on it. It's just there's a lot of stuff pointing to it, you know? And knowing what I know of like what's currently working, it seems awfully close. But again, I'm not privy to like that information directly, so we kind of have to like piece together a lot of stuff. But it's good though, because honestly, if I was in direct contact with the company, I'd have to sign an NDA, and then I couldn't tell you anything if I did know. So it's kind of good that we know what we know now and how we're piecing it together. It's honestly the best way, because otherwise they would have squelched it. I'm sure there's times they don't like when I talk about stuff, because they're like, oh man, we wanted it to be a surprise, or if you notice, we're pretty accurate. I just want to see if this is going to work. Is it actually coming through? It is. Okay. Alright, so the black side is the salty side, and then the blue side is the clean side of the water. I think it works like that in real life. I'm fairly certain it does. At least anytime on the highway where I see roads being constructed, non-potable water is in a black container. Okay, how much do these take again? 10? 5. Okay, that's not terrible. We can put a couple more on the side here, at least 1 more. All piped in there. Yeah, last time I had this all set up, I already did it way ahead of time. Keep forgetting that my chat's down here. Sorry, I'm so slow today. What's up? Simo Slayer. What's up, dude? He says, "G'day, Jade," and the viewers. He says, "Quick question: if a wall floor panel that you attach a wire to is destroyed, will that break the wire?" No, it won't. Good question. It's only if the device that it's connected to breaks will that actually be a thing. So watch this. If you go... was it our good friend, the door controller? The door controller is here. This is actually how we're gonna write things on console. The only way we can. Oh, I ran out of... I forgot. Now, if I were to destroy the door controller, then these would break. They just hang there. And they, you can pass through them too. They're not destructible in any way. The devices they're connected to, if those break or a fault or some way, then you'll lose it. So if I delete this, then it's all gone. That's a good question. Says right now, it says maybe they will offer you a job after all this. I mean, I guess it depends on the offer, but I'm kind of in a good place as far as like, because I mean, it would be nice, but if I had to stop doing this, then that would make me go, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? That would make me say, probably won't take it then, but not that anything's on the table. It is most certainly not. Alright, so this should be full. Yes, the pumps downstairs are quite quick. And now since this has a motor, I think this will push this guy just high enough that we can combine and then dump. And then this guy will work with gravity and just work as a valve. So I'm hoping that we can do that. And then maybe have a splitter for the rest. Fluid splitter. Yeah, the desalinator's pretty quick, huh? I wish we could rotate these like the industrial stuff. That'd be dope. Nice. Sumo Slayer says, sweet. Yeah, man, I got your back. See, look at 100%. 100%. I'm a nerd. Yeah, so you can really start to see how building a farm as a separate structure near a water source or clean water, although to be fair, if you're a small group, I would suggest that you build away from the clean water because Zergs almost indefinitely will be out there. That's kind of their thing. You know. We've been playing long enough, you guys know. And then we can turn on the valve. It is dumping the water, how about that? We are getting flow through these. A little slow, but hey, it's clean. So that's what we needed. We just need to like build up some clean water here because it helps us with this whole like transition. I think for now we might put... Can we squeeze a fridge up here? It'd be kind of hot. Ooh, yes we can. We'll just stick a bunch of water jugs in here. Oh, jeez. Just make sure I catch up on chat here. So sorry if this is off topic, but do you play any other games? I do. I play Star Citizen. We've been playing some Teardown. We've been doing Kerbal Space Program 2, which I gotta tell you, we might have to squeeze that in this weekend because I did see the update come through today. We gotta be able to be ready for interstellar travel and our colonies and stuff when that all comes in. And I am so bad at shooting rockets into space. Let's put it this way: I'm not a rocket scientist. All right, Ryan, I appreciate it, man. Drop a like on the way out if you haven't already. Yeah, it helps out a lot. Now that Aunt Susan's no longer running the show, we gotta make sure Uncle Neil knows that we're good dudes. Uncle Neil, don't demonetize us. I think it's under food. Yep. Okay, it is. Now you guys can see how the sausage is made. A lot of this stuff happens well ahead of time, so this is like literally like the first time I've been able to sit down and actually like play and stream for almost a week. Feels like I've been in prison. Alright, that should be good enough while all this is getting cleaned up and stuff. That's a good start, right? We got the tower working. We don't have to power too many pumps. It looks terrible, but it's working. Okay, so conditions that need to be met while you're farming. Heat, water, light. Where's our heater friend? There it is. Get all of the amenities that plants love. Yeah, and for a lot of the planting stuff, we'll probably do a lot of it here, just because we have a lot more ability here. It says, hey Jade, do you play GTA 5? I love GTA 5, although I kind of want to, I know we'll be playing a lot of GTA 6, obviously, when that comes out. So because I know that, I'm kind of like chilling out on it. So it's like super, super awesome. I mean, I don't know who's not going to play GTA 6 when that comes out, right? But I mean, I guess if we had enough of the boys on there, I guess I would join for sure. I mean, who doesn't like Grand Theft Auto? Says, facts, thanks for the tips. No problem. Oh, he's talking to Faceless. Gotcha. It says, how do we know how much power each item needs? We answered that one earlier. It says, sorry if this is off topic. We got that one. We answered the custom server thing. 100%. Congratulations. What else does this do? Is it only these 5? Is that how all this works? It's kind of cool. That's relatively new. It has to be, right? Has to be. Alright, so the good news is you really just need one heater for like a block of 4. Although realistically, I know we're probably not going to build like that because, you know, it's a pretty big area. Usually if you see grow ops like this, you'll see them on the shoreline and they will be bulky like this, and you'll see knockouts for people to also put down fish traps because it's very lucrative to do so. And then with horses, we'll be able to make that transaction much faster. Here we go. Get our little... Probably just go from here to... How we looking, boys? Just checking the chat window here. Okay, that's another way we can check it. Okay. Ooh. Can you just spam those? All right, let's try something for a second. Everybody pick an emoji thing on your mobile device and just spam it for like, I don't know, 10 taps or something, right? I just want to see what it does. It's crazy. Is horse dung the only way to fertilize your plants? It can turn into fertilizer. Other organics do so. Let's see. I think that's under food, or is it items or construction, or is it... There we go. It's this one. You can stick a lot of things in here. Another reason why we kind of have this like backside here. Compost. We're going to have a lot of refrigerators for our clones. Nice. Well, do you see the thing on the mobile app where it's like, you can put the stuff, you guys are seeing that in the overlay, right? Like on the lower right hand corner by the health and stuff. It comes through, right? That's wild. I think it does. Is that baked in? Or is that just on top? It looks like it's just on top. That's cool though. That's cool. That's cool. I was trying to see because I have not seen that before, and I was like, wow, that's cool. It's like, is that because I always do my stream stuff on the desktop and it just doesn't show? Is it only for mobile? Just curious. Curious. I don't know where we're gonna stick the battery and stuff. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me, sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, so horse dung. Is it considered a resource? It is. But you can also jam plant fibers in there. Also human meat? Would it be human meat? Is that considered food? How gross is that? Oh, what's cool is you can take your trash fish if you have a lot of sardines left over, or what's the other one? The minnows. If you get a lot of those in your fish traps, you can start to dump them in here and they all will make fertilizer, which will help you boost your overall score with your plants. Oh yeah, that's right, we gotta stick one of these dealers on top. Yeah, the setup takes a minute, but hey, the good news is once we have the setup, we'll be good for the entire month. Another reason why we're doing it here is we can accelerate the old plant growth, which really, really helps. And yes, you can mix electricity and water in the game, but please don't do that in real life. That's dangerous. Just gotta put it out there. Someone's gonna be like, I'll try that. And they'll be like, don't do it. Oh yeah, I erased that side like an idiot. Whoops. I don't think we'll need the heater here, but I think they made it a bit more fickle for these plants. Which is probably good, because like, you can do some pretty OP stuff with the plants. Even when they've nerfed it, you can still go ham. I guess we'll just throw it up here and then just deal with it. We gotta move it, we gotta move it. I'll just use this for now, I guess. Does it let me place it on top? No, it does not. It's worth a shot. Kinda just plugging it all in to plug it in at this point. And to be fair, setting up a lot of this stuff, electronics and the water piping stuff, is so much easier with the mouse and keyboard, legitimately. So there we go. Okay, so those are good. Let's give it a switch like we did with the other stuff. Or just put it right here, right? Right? Can we place it on the frame? Can we not do that? I do love the electricity. I'm so glad it's in the game now. Makes me happy. That's kind of nice when we set up with a grid like this. It makes it real nice. Okay. I accept. Okay, so we should be able to turn this all on. So, yes, if you didn't know, this lamp will cover all 4 of the crop plots if we use that grid system to snap it all into place, which is excellent. We'll probably put these up here for now. If we gotta erase them later, we can do so. Kind of keep things nice and tidy. And hopefully our clean water system is churning the juice. You know what we should do? We should just make a big car up here and then dump it on the inside, right? What are we doing with ourselves? Can we do that? Ooh. I think so. Let's just make a temporary pen for it then. Right? And then the maximum, or the minimum size is 3. That's a 2-banger. It's very dangerous. Deleting this on top of my whole setup. RNG hates me, dude. I almost deleted that one. That's what we needed. Okay, what we can do now is, since this holds so much, I don't know why I didn't think of this before, we can just take the whole pipe and just dump it. Like this. Ow. That scared me. I thought somebody was hurting me. I was like, I'm invincible. What am I doing? Input. We'll drive it out when we're done. Sound good? We did it, guys. We did it. This is how do you apply fertilizer? Good question. Good question. Let's get you all situated here. Sorry. Making sure my other stuff's good to go here. So when you have fertilizer, you can apply it. If you go up to the crop plot and you like crouch and get down here, it says open. This is where you can place fertilizer. Every tray has one. Nice, huh? Hey, let me check my file size on the drive. We're in uncharted territory. This machine is strictly for gaming. Okay, hopefully you guys didn't have to see all that extra stuff. Hello, everyone. Okay. Alright, so our battery is charging, looking good. Everybody, what's the maximum amount of power you can stick in a medium battery before the power is wasted? Does anybody know? Adam Sharp, I got your back, dude. Yes. If you haven't seen that, you can type in !custom. See all the most recent information that we do have about custom servers. Okay, that one's collecting nicely. It would behoove us to do another layer up here, so let's go ahead and get it done. Alright, so just real fast, if you want a nice clean way to place down 4 crop plots or any crop plots in the grid, use a low wall twig. We're doing a 2x2 configuration, but this works for anything. And then if you place the large crop plot in your inventory and you stand on the edge here, you should be able to crouch and then it snaps into the middle. Yes, this does work on console. It snaps a bit heavier here on the PC, but we did confirm that it does work like this over on the console side. And then when you're done, I would recommend taking out at least these centerpieces, because when you do water your plants, having the low walls will cause it to only go into one crop plot. So it's just better for you distributing the water using the water jug itself. So if you stand here with the water jug and dump it out, it's going to hit all 4 crop plots. Fun fact, it'll also move entirely through the floor. Says Nightbot, not trying to be negative, but Jade's. Oh yeah, it's our bot though. Tee hee oo woo. So I think we'll do a little bit of that. Kind of nice in a stack like this. A lot of times, oh, actually, if you guys were watching during the farming event, we had a lot of people doing stacks and stuff, or like these grow operations outside of the main base. It's fairly common practice. Well, you know, you don't want this all being on your main upkeep either. It's better to split it. Hey, having a 1x2 for just some small farming is also totally worth it, so. Hey, those teas come in handy. You saw it already. Worth. So now when we water crops up here, they should also water the crops downstairs as well. Let's go ahead and get our lighting situation. Here's the other thing too. Water jugs you still want to use almost all the time because, or at least to get your crops set up, because it's much faster. Using a sprinkler system, even if it's totally loaded with water, can take up to 3 hours to fill up a crop plot. It's more for topping off the crops and keeping things or conditions just right. Probably stick this one over here so we got decent coverage on either side. And we'll pull it through the bottom of the floor. But we'll be doing a lot of cloning here to start, and then we'll accelerate the time, and it should help our whole process or speed it up. In theory, right? It'll still take a hot second. I hit something on my, hold on. Did my Siri try to like, sorry, I'm not talking to you. What's going on? So if we have enough in here, we can maybe start sprinkling to get some of the cloning started. That's my thought anyway. I don't know if we'll have that kind of bulk yet, but we'll try. That's why I usually have this stuff way ahead of time, so then, you know, it like collects overnight and then we're like good. Yeah, so using water jugs is definitely going to be a thing. So get used to saving them. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and throw them on the ground, and then later on you'll be like, oh man, we need them. Let's go buy some at the bandit camp. Even if you save them, you still might be saying, let's go buy some at the bandit camp. It's real, man. It's real. Maybe we do fly over and just collect some of this stuff right quick. Yeah, we might do that because this is going to take a hot second. At least we can get started with the other crops. Where is our nearest clean river? Oh, you know what? We're kind of close to one. Whoopsie poopsie. But you can already start to see like having a horse and just flying out. I'm sorry. Using your horses to come out here is going to be a thing. Is there a soft wipe for monthlies tomorrow? Negative. No wipes for tomorrow as far as I know. What's up? Yep, Slayer is correct. It's like everyone's been real nice. It's because you got big jugs. You see a lot of rumors that say they're not coming till 2024. I don't think so. They pretty much put on the roadmap that it's happening this year. But I guess anything's possible. Aspect because I mean we did get a massive delay with electricity, but everything looks like it's gonna be on course for this year, and I have a feeling it's gonna be sooner than later. Let's get the crop started, boys. Yes, the clean water is quite valuable. Sometimes just having a pumping station and then running some cords back to your base might be worth it if you're close enough. Grab some of that real estate, throw it on a TC, and just take the water, man. It's better to have like a little house on top of the river, to be honest, but hey, it is what it is. What it is. This is, I've seen a PC streamer pump fresh water 6 grids away to his farm base. I believe it. As long as you have it in your little TC coverage, you can move them pretty efficiently. You know what we should do? We should use the pipe system to help automate our process here. on the back end so we can get cranking. Wait, we have one more, right? Yeah. Anything else we want to throw out here? Let's get these last 3. That way at least our crop plots can be, I think, almost totally functional. Should we try a little music here for a second? This sounds the cheeks getting clamped. Really, this is all about making sure the ground is wet. If you guys didn't have a chance to do that event that we had not too long ago. What's up? He says, appreciate the videos, brother. It says, big ups from the UK. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Els. E-L-S. Appreciate you. Oh. We should have enough to start cloning. Perfect. It needs so much water. I'm trying to think if there's a way we can pipe water into this guy, but I guess not. See what I mean? Like, just for 8 crop plots. Do you see how much that took? Crazy, right? See how it's going through the floor, too? These are actually maxed out now. They should be close. Yep, they just maxed out. So now when I throw water down here, they should just go to these 4 crop plots instead of the 8. Think we're close. Yeah, this last one should do it. Now you can see why we're trying to really stockpile the water. Yeah, Randy. Perfect. I was like, do we need another pumping station to get this thing going or what, dog? We only got 10,000 out of this? Jeez. We might have to do another round to fill up, boys. Let's just do that so we got, like, extra to pull from. So we're about to accelerate this thing considerably. Is that creeping anybody out? Seeing it in third person? It exists. It's real. Oops. This is wild, right? Third person? That's crazy. Excellent. Okay. Let's start the cloning, shall we? What kind of plants do we want, boys? Oh, it would help if we had a mixing table, eh? Hey. Let's get our good friend the old mixing table. What? Says, can you show me a good solo bass build? I got you, Logan. Check it out, buddy. We have the wedge, and then we have the side saddle. What's another good one? Those are really good. Those are bunker bases. The arrow is really good, but I would suggest trying that out on Builder's Paradise first, because there's some gotchas there with the drop boxes. Although if you want something super cheap, no blueprints, the wedge is where it's at. You just need to get comfortable with how to hide that triangle under the terrain. As a matter of fact, you know what? I got your back, homie. This is the gotcha for the wedge, right? It really works well on the ocean shoreline because you have terrain like this. So really what you're looking for is, to get started, you need to find terrain that will bury the left and right bar and leave those poles sticking through the terrain just a little bit. So you see how if I strafe just a little bit, I can get those poles to stick out, the vertical poles. And then if I can place one here, and a square, that should be enough to actually make the bunker itself. So watch, I'll make it right now. This will be part of the honeycomb. This will be the entrance. This will be part of your blockage. And if you place a wall here, I'm sorry, triangle rooftop, it should place through the floor. Then we'll place a wall here. And don't worry, that video covers it all. But what you can do here is, once you have your base all set up, like so, the bunker closes with absolutely no blueprints whatsoever. I'm just showing you like the doorway. But like your base would sit like this when it's open. I want to put these down to show where your 2x2 is going to be. We'll keep those as wood. So like, you can even make these wooden doors, which I'd strongly suggest, but like you leave this twig, as long as it's covered under the terrain like so, you take another triangle piece like this, back yourself into this triangle corner, turns blue, change it to the same material type as the other roof tile, and literally your bunker is completely sealed. So it doesn't matter what this tile is, it doesn't matter what this is, or what's in that door socket, it doesn't even matter what this is, as long as this is upgraded and this is upgraded, they can't get into your base. And you can do this entire thing with like wooden doors and absolutely no metal. And it's tough, man. Then you can start to put like honeycomb and stuff around there. It's really dirty. This can be converted into all kinds of things, electricity included. So the power wedge, the wedge, so all those links I put in the chat, they all pertain to the same thing. The wedge all the way. Dude, the wedge is so great. And you can adapt it to like what you want to do. You can start to add the honeycomb when you've got the materials to do so. You can even turn this center tile in like these right here, because this starts off as a 1x2 bunker. You can even make it a 2x2, but this door mechanism is solid, dude. Wedge baby all day. It's the one I go to almost all the time. And here's the thing, even if your team comes in, they're like, oh, we're not going to build something that's smaller, or we're not going to build that design, that's perfect. Just keep it as a spawn shack, as a farm shack, as a flank shack. Keep it. I guarantee if you just keep it this size, and you can put enough upkeep in there for an entire week and barely farm. And you don't have to touch it again. Like, you can just use this to dump stuff along the way, to gather resources. Like, it's perfect, dude. I have this thing up in like 20 minutes. Or less, on like a real server. Legit. Let me see, is this thing taking damage? Of course it is. Slowly? Oh, not yet. Kind of. I see a little notch there, but hey, that's fine. Need a couple of those going, don't we? Okay, so let's get our... See if I can remember what all this stuff is. Yeah, I don't even have my overlays on, dude. That's how barren I feel right now. Okay, so we accelerated. Boys. Let's do... This is where we got stuck last time. Okay. Where is our mixing table? Okay, let's do that. And then let's put one of these refrigeradores. Alright, so we want yellow and blue. Yellow and blue. Let's get as many seeds as we can. Yellow and blue. Where's blue? Here's why it's so important to save your seeds if you didn't already run into this. It's so important because that's your RNG for when you roll. Let me go ahead and get a Kniff out so we can do this with efficiency. Combat Kniff, where are you? So like this one's cute. Ooh, look at us with a good roll. That's 4 yields and 2 hardies. That's not going to grow very fast, but that's a good baseline. So we're going to use these 2 crop plots here. Or you know what? We'll use this whole floor for blues, and the next floor will be for yellows, okay? I'm just going to try... Oh my goodness, I just get another one? Oh my... Dude. To go play the lotto or something after this. So a lot of times if you don't like the genetics, like this one's awful, I usually will take it out so it doesn't take that valuable water away. Also not great. Anything usually with 3 reds, I don't typically keep around because it's rough. This one's okay, but it's got 2 negative traits, and that's rough. That one's got 3, that one's got 3. Oh, ugh. Ugh. Everything in here except that last corner one. But that corner one's questionable. So what we're doing is we're waiting for semi-good traits or exceptional traits. We're going to keep them, let them go to sapling, and then we will clone them to try to build up our stockpile and start producing our most efficient gene that we can find without having to do breeding. And then we'll also do breeding at the same time. I find that to be kind of more efficient. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You see how we're just using seeds to roll the dice? Ugh, that one's awful. 4 waters? Ugh. That's so bad. Says, hi, Jade. Says, it's been a while since I've joined a live stream. Says, I just decided to take a break from Rust console until Farming 2.0 came out. Well, it's on PTB, buddy. Get in there. We have 2 pretty good seeds we can not only clone from, but maybe do our selective genetics. So the 3 reds are pretty bad. What do we have in this one? Oh, my goodness. Wait. That one's also really good. Okay, wow. Okay, we're not going to mess with those. Okay, so on to the yellow. Wow. I've never had, like, 3 seeds and a stack of 50 go completely green. That's wild, dude. That's... I've been playing Rust a long time, and that does not happen. Okay. Since we have Farming 2.0 now, it says, do you think the next update will add horses for fertilizer? Yes, we have fertilizer now. Horse dung does spawn randomly. There you go, that's a good one. 2 grows, 2 hardies are cute. Alright, so this one's average. We'll keep it. This one is not great. That is terrible. This is why whenever you get a chance and somebody eats a plant or something, save the seeds. And this is for everything. Everything. There you go. That's decent to start from. That one's trash. So you can see why these guys down here are growing. Oh, are we getting close to sapling, baby? Almost. I think I've got this accelerated 6 times, I believe. That's not bad. There you go. That's a good start. Also good. Not great. Terrible. Ugh. I don't like that one. It's like got a lot of hardies in it. Ugh. Ooh. A lot of yields. Dude, what's with these yield rolls, man? Ugh. So we're just trying to find a blue and a yellow that'll be good for like a lot of clonings and production, and then we can try to genetically modify it to something better. Ooh, these are awful. Awful. The reason why I wreck these so quickly is I don't want them wasting our precious water. And you won't either when you actually have to fight for it. I mean, I'm flying around as an admin and doing it, so... Ooh. Girl. Grow. Yield. Okay. Alright, how are these doing down here? Let's see if we gotta pick them. Perfect. Ooh. Okay, that stuff's all breaking. Got it. Check. This seed is looking so good. Alright, so we're just gonna clone that one. Again, I have things very accelerated here. I had some trash ones I forgot to get rid of. Oopsie. Oh my. This wouldn't be terrible, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. What do we have? These are good. Let's just pull from these. Just beat it up. Getting rid of the trash bags. So we have Farming 2.0 out. Do you think the next update will add horses or fertilizer? We got that one earlier. Now we have fertilizer right now. It spawns in barrels, but it also spawns randomly on the ground. You can see the composter here is actually breaking up our fish, poop, and plant fibers currently. Let's just get rid of these. We have some stuff for mass production. Gotta save that water, baby. Perfect. Okay, so let's go over here. We can take our perfect plants, various mixes here, and then we'll hit up the corner with these different breeds. Once we have, since these are all the same seed, we are going to be able to plant these all in the same planter, not really worry about crossbreeding too much. This one right here, we're going to clone that. Bingo. Here we go, that one's good. Clone it. This one's not bad to start from. Clone. That's so wild that we got the green one like that. Wild. Got a lot of varieties in this one. And then we should be able to put these bad boys downstairs. Oh wait, no, we replanted them, that's right. Hello, gentlemen. Alright, so this is a perfect plant. Let's nurture that one as best we can. Dang it, yield hardy. Alright, so you see how we have like different positions here? We have like position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm looking for the X to shift around a bit on these. I have 2 position 1s here. But we have one that's in position 4. This one's also in 4. That one's also in 4. This one's in 3. This wouldn't be bad to put out there. Okay, so let me get rid of these. Put our plant fibers in our composter. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to move these all up. And then the ones we want to kind of start breeding. Well, okay, let's first find one for production. So we got this one that's growing 4 yields. That's insane. 2 yields and a grow. Dude, I almost want to just mix these like almost immediately. Do you know what I mean? Like these two? Oof. Well, you know what? Let's make a planter box with these two because I feel like these are going to go well together. So we're going to space these out. We're going to just make sure that all these are nice and up to speed. Okay. Position. Seedling. Let's check this. Alright, so it's keeping up. So it looks like this is the bottleneck. So what we could do is maybe power this last piece here, is what I'm thinking. Let's make it orange. So this little guy, or and maybe, you know what, hold on. Oh, what's cool too is we get like worms and stuff out of that crop plots. Sorry, I'm doing like 5 things at once here. If I remember correctly, I might be talking myself. In the wrong direction here, but let's place this here. Let's get this guy up and over. So now it's going to go from here to now up here. And then into this. Yeah, so it looks like our bottleneck, we went up a bit too high with the other one, so that's fine. We can fix it. Then we'll make that one orange, like we said. Make sure it's pump power. I think we should have enough left over. How much is coming out of here? 13. Yep, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and flick the switch and see if this empties faster. That's our flow rate now. Better than what it was. So it looks like our pump distance, well this is good, we're figuring this out because I actually didn't know how high these went. These pumps go pretty far. So you've got a little bit of a reserve on board. So actually, we could overload this even further. Your desalinator is pretty good, but I think to move the clean water out efficiently, I think you need some sort of pump on this side. It looks like it helps. See how much that is just to clean the water? That's crazy, isn't it? Crazy, dog. We're using a lot of power on this too. We're using 36. You'd have to have a grid of like 4 or 6 power banks. Probably 6 solar panels. Keep this consistently going. Although we have the maximum power input right now, but still. We're using a lot of juice. It's a lot of damage. Okay, looks like our little guys are growing over here. That's good. It's good, it's good. Alright, so let's use this other fridge as our backup yellows, and then these are the ones we wanted to replicate. So can we clone these all? Yep. Clone all, please. Clone all, please. And then we'll just keep going with these. This one's up to 16. Since these are all the same, we can plant like this. Get a big batch going. And if they crossbreed, it's okay, because guess what? They're the same plant. That's so wild that this one's like as good as it is. Honestly, the ones that grow fast are so appealing. Alright, so you see how we're like, if this one crop planter is just using one seed type, it doesn't matter if they're not in crossbreed safe positions. We're trying to get as many of the clones as possible. That's the idea, anyway. That's why we have a bunch of fridges down here. Let's go ahead and just paint them different colors so we kind of know what's going on here. Porta potty? That's where the clone should be, right? What a cool fridge, huh? Ah, yes, very good. I guess we can go grab some more water while we're waiting for all this trash. I mean, how bad is it right now? Oh, it's not terrible. Okay, we're good. Says, I hope they add colored colors to the wiring. We already have it, actually. If you have your wire tool out and you hold the reload button, you can see them. It works both for the hose and for the electric cable. It's been in since electricity. And we have all the colors. Logan says, where's the entrance? Oh, he said that earlier. Yeah, this is the entrance. And then to get inside, this is a little bit off kilter. To get inside, you would just knock out this twig. That opens up the bunker. Again, exclamation point wedge is the build. Should drop a link there in a sec. So let's see how happy these seeds are. It might take a second for them to charge up. Ground. Yeah, okay, so we could put fertilizer in there. What's cool is when you get all the extra worms and stuff or plant fibers, just dump it in here. Good to go. Go ham. Now I think we're shallow enough. Maybe we can stick some fish traps out here. Ooh. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Man, if you got this indoors, this spot's OP. Then let's say you've been just splitting wigs or just harvesting all the bodies on the shore, which is realistic. Because let's be honest, no one's really going to eat human meat, and if you do, it's just going to make you sick anyway. Right? I think it's I leave 2 spots in each of these. I want you guys to just kind of feel what that turn is like on this. That's why we're loading these up. So if you're harvesting a bunch of dirty meat, you do so much with it. It's so dope. And it's really great for your, like, your bone arrows and stuff, and just bone armor. It's all good. It's legit. That's kind of poopy. Yeah, if you have them inside like this, it makes it even better. Then imagine putting your horses in here too, and you're just running. You're running routes to get your stuff all converted. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Yeah, so then you would have like your setup like this, and then you could potentially have your crop plots up here. You'd be pumping water from your other little pit. Worth it, dog, worth it. Just saying, these are like realistic scenarios that we've used on like an actual wipe. Once you get those berries going, man, you're gonna be making a pretty penny. Even if you're not selling them, like. It's like every floor space you got, just slap down some crop plots. Make it real. Make it legit. Construction. It's interesting, if I have it set back like that, it doesn't really want me to take it on that side. That's what she said. What? What do we get? Any goodies? Oh, minnows. More minnows. Slap them in that composter. Oh, geez, those are growing fast. I forgot. Whoops. Better pull them up. Oh, they're all in crossbreed. Oh, I forgot. It goes so fast. Oh my goodness, I got 28 for that. This one feels like it's a good grow, right? It feels like it grows pretty quick, and then like the 4 yields really kind of make up for everything. Oh my. Is that all this is? Oh my goodness, that's a super... You know what? We can make this one in production for sure. You see how we have so many because we cloned like a kajillion? So I think the bottom row is going to be the stuff we use for production. So we have a yellow seed that's good. So like this top row here is going to be production. And then this side is what? Not production? Oh my goodness, we're in a sea of this stuff. If we just had one grow on this, like if we could replace position 2 or position 6 for the hardies, we'd have a monstrous plant. This would be good for production. I mean, look at that. That's got 4 yields, dude. That's unreal. What do we say, position 2? There we go. We can actually do it with this one. Oh my gosh, we have so many super seeds. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Okay, bottom row with this one. Okay, so it's real easy for us to like... Oh my goodness. Okay, so the hardy one is in position 2 and position 6. So if we double up on this one... So if we go... this one... It's got so many yields. I think that's how it works. If we go YH... Bear with me. Says, would you rather add windows or block the sight of the farm and use power for light? Yeah, you're gonna want to use power because think about it. Nighttime, your plants aren't gonna grow. It's always about like water and light. So like they'll grow faster with light. So you'll need to have, if you want an efficient farm. In most cases, yes. Excellent. Alright, so what we can do with this like super seed, we can start growing it down here. You know what, we'll do 2 of these as the expansion for our clones. Yeah, this seed's so good. That yield is just unreal, dude. We'll mess with the breeding in a second. I just want to make sure we're like cranking these. Really, it's all about that yield, boy. I'm gonna go take a leak. I'll be right back. BRB. Tinkle, tinkle. Thanks for waiting. Sorry, I had to take a leak. Alright, we got a lot of cool stuff here. Excellent, excellent. Beautiful. Alright, so these guys are looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and do a big batch of those. How much we get on those? 49. Wow. Beautiful. Alright, these guys are all for production now. We can mess around with cloning, I think, on the other skid. Try to keep these all juicy. We'll figure out what our clone situation is for this, but oh, that's perfect, dude. Do you see how, like, we can just get these guys going and it's like we're golden? Alright, so let's go ahead and top off the water situation. We don't have the sprinkler system set up quite yet, but that's okay. We have 8,000 down here and 8,500, which is cool. I think if I throw this, it should top off, I think, almost all of them. Yep. On both floors. Yep, pretty close. Good enough. Okay, we're good. Oh, was this... This was the cloning side. I'm pretty sure. Oh, this will be easy to weed out. If we put one of these here... Yeah, this one's so good. Alright, so if we have HY, HGGH, right? And then we do another HY, HGGH. And then we put a XG, right? Alright. Ooh, it's crossbreeding downstairs. You see that animation? Beautiful. I mean, this one's so good. If we can just sneak a grow or two in here, it's looking pretty good. What does it say? Ground, water, temperature. So if we kept this topped off with a sprinkler and threw some fertilizer inside, we'd have like maximum output on these. These are growing nicely. I love this sped up stuff. It's quite nice. Sure, drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. I appreciate it. It helps out a lot. Mmm. Delicious. These are the ones we're cloning. I broke it. I broke it. Oh. Oops, I spilled. Perfect. How are these growing here? Mature? Looking good. Minnows. See, and honestly, just smashing these and you get a bunch of bones anyways. I'm a big fan. And hey, sometimes the minnows, once you get a bunch of those going, they can be good for just getting some food and just running off. And you can go get some wood or whatever. And like, you know, our whole like regen stuff has changed. So having a stack of minnows isn't the worst thing. Just saying, putting that out there. It's not the worst. I like how this one maxed out and then these are 2,500 apiece. Funny. Excellent. Alright, while we're waiting for the other ones, let's go grab some more water. The water sucks. Oh, you gotta love it. Yeah, while we're waiting for the grow stuff, maybe we go over there and or come over here and see what we're gonna do for our farming build for like a bunker. See what we can squeeze in there. You'd be surprised at how much you can actually fit on the interior. It's not too bad. Very good. Very good. I wish we had a way to like put this in something and then it would like fill it up, but hey, it is what it is. Ois. Sorry, I had a bunch of stuff all over the place here. Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking the wedge with like some slight farming tweaks wouldn't be bad. And maybe we just use what we have over there already because we kind of already got a setup for it, don't we? Yeah, see, like if we threw this down now, it would be like okay, but we'd still lose some because remember, it's going to split it between 8 crop plots. And so if we have some fertilizer, this is usually a good time to like take a little bit, spread it around. So go up to these crop pots like this, go down, and yes, this is all on the console. We have verified it. Since we're growing like a big batch down here for production, we want to make sure that these are nice and healthy. So if you look at the stats, it's only as good as your lowest stat. So the highest this could be, it would be 72 because of the temperature. Oh really, temperature, eh? Do we throw up another one of these bad boys? Maybe. Let's try that. We'll put this one just a little lower possibly. And I think the range on this has changed a little bit, so it makes it a bit different. Go. We'll have it kind of go around here to the back side and into the back tree. Oh no, we've lost all power. Oh, I took it off the switch like a douche, huh? I guess that works too, sure. So yeah, we are going to get closer to a perfect score here. In a lot of cases, if you're just solo and you're trying to make berries to go farm and get more scrap, this makes a lot of sense to just kind of like not worry about the fertilizer score and do it later if you really, really need to. It's just my opinion. Just going to show you that it actually will go up. As low a score now is water. So we could take this extra piece here, and that's where sprinklers will come in. Instead of like wasting a whole stack like this or doing the calculation, a sprinkler on top can really help alleviate. We can come up with different ways to actually have the sprinklers slunch. Is this the clone side? Do we agree on that? This is the grow side? I think so. I can't remember. Alright, let's get these all separated and stuff. Yes. I don't think we could stick fertilizer in the fridge. No, we can't. Okay, that's what I thought. Just checking. I've never actually tried, but I was like, it doesn't really make sense if we could. So let's try a little bit of this. I don't know how well this is going to work for us, but we can try it. We could do one of these bad boys up here, and we can have like a valve on top, and we'll try to just... I want to say one of these containers can do quite well with a sprinkler, if memory serves me correctly. I'm not sure what the burn rate is on this. Fluid outputs. Input. So what we could do is take some of the clean water we have from over here. How's this guy doing? Oh, 47,000. That's not bad. That's better. Passively, that's good. Clean these out here. Empty these. Set up in such a way so it's overflow. I guess we could do the math on it and say how many milliliters I mean out. Yeah, see what I mean? Moving clean water is crazy. What's up, Odin? What's up, Zeus? He says on console there was a glitch where you could just fill leather water jugs super fast and then switch to each one. He says head hemps at 470% using lamps and water. Oh, dang, dude. It's hot. Good stuff. You're hot. What? Shut up. I think you get the bonus if you can get 5 crop plots in here, so you gotta like do this weird overlap. It's a way to like boost your sprinklers, but how fast is this draining? Pretty fast? Kinda fast? That's kinda fast. Berries. Excellent. I'm trying to think of a good way we can do a automated piece that'll turn on and off. I ran 2 timers before, but the timing got out of whack, so I think that approach is probably not great. Minnows for life. A lot of times gutting these and then putting these in the trap, the fish stuff, is also really good. Oh, no, I used to run farms all the time back in the day. Do you remember? Says they're adding everything but mini copters. I mean, yeah. That's all I really want. You know what I mean? Yeah, once you get your yield super high with that, like with genetics, it's crazy how much you can yield, right? It's crazy. Stupid amounts. And remember, since there's scarcity, you can also take that and then sell it if you want to, or make it into teas to make it even more valuable, so you can sell it for something even greater. I'm trying to think of a good way we can make a timer for that. Alright, let's get down here. Alright, so this one's really good. Like, really good. Just I was buying bolties for 10k cloth lols. Oh, it says, yep, I remember. Yeah, if they had minis, that would be so hot. I'd be down. Alright, so we have a YH. Why does it make that sound? It creeps me out, dog. Okay, so... YH? YH, YH. So, okay, so... I know you guys can't see that. Hold on. I'm like writing it out. Alright, so now we have... HYY. GHG. And then maybe another... one of those. So if we did 2 of these... Alright, so let me just make the configuration that I think might work for this. We're gonna just do it in the inventory. Sorry, I was like writing it out to make sure I had it right in my head. Hey, nobody ever said I was good. Okay, so YH. Right, we got a YH. Let's do another YH here. Our center seed would be here. So then we would use this one and then this one on the side. I think that's how that would work. Or do we just pull this one out maybe? And we put our dummy seed in the middle. Let's see what that would do. Dude, it's been so long since I've done these. I'm so like... This might give us 2 yields and 2 grows. Which would be dope. We could speed that up. How's our berries doing on this side, boys? Fruiting, fruiting. Ooh, these bad boys are ripe, eh? Should we just harvest them all? We got mad berries. We got mad berries. There's so much byproduct off of this. It's so good having the composter like super close. I'm telling you, that's why like fishing and farming go together. You could just run a whole wipe just being a farm boy. Do we pick up more? Do we drop it off? There we go. Okay, so if we did our math right, I think we'll get YH, YYG, H. Let's try it. I know I'm super confused as to what I'm doing. I'm like, huh? Alright, our junker seed's in the middle, even though this is like a good seed. Then we need to plant this around. Although I have accelerated time, so we have to be careful about how this goes up into crossbreed. So you know what? We probably need to, did I do that backwards? I don't think so. We'll wait until it's a little bit in. It's going to show up as like 6 minutes here in a second. I know, it's confusing, right? Nah, honestly, I'm still getting back on the horse after being away from this for so long. I was like, wait a second, what am I doing? Berries. Oh, it's growing. There it goes. Alright, now that they're in these corners, it should make it much safer for them to grow together. Now, I'm pretty sure, since it's going to seedling, it should go to sapling next. As long as these guys don't outpace the other one, and it might, because this one's like super grow, or yeah, it's got 2 grows. We might outpace this one. Yikes. So confusing, right? It's so confusing. So let's try a little something. See if this helps. Oh. Okay, so if this hits crossbreed first, it's going to pull the traits from these other ones. So we started with YH, YYYH, which is super great. It's got 4 banger yield. But if we play our cards right, we should get some grow traits out of this. We might lose a couple Ys, but then we can reuse this seed again to introduce more Ys into it. This actually is going to be completely overridden. The one right here. The one in the smack dab in the center. Jeez, this one might catch up. We don't want this one to be in crossbreed, because then these two might. This one has to hit crossbreed first. I'm a little scared this one might get it. We're 6 times the speed, so it actually has not been 18 minutes. Ooh, come on, seedling. What's this one supposed to be? It's YGG. Is this one supposed to be? Hold on. Why? You know what? I could probably smoke this one. Hold on. Just replant it again, because this one's growing stupid quick. Okay. What's up? Are you in testing branch? I am on the PC right now on our own custom server just because my whole streaming setup's been a little goofy. So I apologize. We would be on the console side, but since my stream machine took a hot dump and I'm getting everything all rebuilt, that's why we're over here. Although, to be fair, we wanted to do a lot of this stuff here because essentially the gameplay is identical. So we actually have a bit more control here, so we can speed up the process, because this would take like in 3-hour chunks if we had a fast seed. So it's kind of nice. Sapling. As long as these don't hit, this one's growing fast too, eh? So this one's gonna get overwritten, but we're waiting for this bad boy to hit crossbreed. We're getting there. It's these three here. That's what we're combining. Super confusing, right? Very. Alright, after sapling should be crossbreed. Oh, because it is. Okay, I was just wondering. It's all good, Jade. I mean, any questions for either PC or console definitely apply, so drop them in the chat if you want. My guy. This is wild. Alright, so we should see the animation here, and then it should pull all the trait. There it goes. Oh, that one went first. Oh, man. That one messed up. I messed up bad, boys. I messed up bad. My H. Okay. Alright, I think we might have it. They were like, it was gonna breed, dude. I had to smoke it. There it goes, there it goes. This one's not breeding, it should take out the traits. We got rid of another yield, and now we have 3 hardies? That's awful. How's that even possible? Oh, that was a terrible crossbreed. Oh, man. The one we started with was better. So we're not doing great in this department, are we? Oh, yeah? Denny? My goodness. Honestly, I lost track of everything because it got so, like, convoluted. I'm like, what's going on? Didn't help my case. Excellent. Excellent. I, the leader. Okay, so while all this stuff is growing... Oh, actually, these are all ripe. Let me go over here. These are the mixing ones. Okay, good. Let's go pick these, shall we? Yeah, we got some bluebirds. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna make some berries. I think it's yellow blue, yellow blue. Sounds wet in there. Perfect. These are all ripe. Perfect. So, oh, it doesn't show us the percentage. Oh, no, it does. Okay, 4.13. Perfect, perfect. Harvest all. Oh. Compost all day. Blueberries. Blue balls. Sounds wet in there. Do you see how you can just have like one guy just cranking berries? Like we're not even like successfully landing any good genetics because they messed it up. But we just planted seeds and found something halfway decent to just produce, and it's been working. To be fair though, that blue one we had with the high yield is pretty tight. Ooh, we got ourselves a treat. Resource, correct? Resource for cloth? Yes, yes, yes. You just repair these with cloth and wood. And then you can just like fish out of here too. It's so sick. You know, like, so every time it's nighttime, just spawn out here, tend to your gardens, and just crank that money, dude. Then you'd be good for daytime. You'd be cooking up some of these bad boys. Look at this. Peas for days. Ding. Perfect. So this is a basic ore tea that increases 20%. This we're making another batch right here. Boing. I think this will make five? Yes, 5. And then we'll be able to make one pure ore tea, and then we'll have an advanced tea, which is perfect. So like one good yield, you've got like some crazy ore. Bingo. Boom, you're rich. You can sell these for so much. Pretty much whatever you need, just put them in there. Now you see why you have a bunch of these fridges. It helps with vertical storage. So any like extra gaps or spaces that you have, just crank it. And then usually I use these like long skinny crop plots to do like the cloning and stuff. Or genetics. Like slap them down here somewhere. Usually I like, since we have these like walkways here, a lot of times I'll do stuff like this. It's not going to be quite as elegant as the other side, but I mean, these are only taking 3,000 milliliters a piece. You know, if you're trying to jam as much as you can in the shack. You know what's crazy? You know what we should try to do? Because this is something I have not tested yet. I don't know. Can we use halfies on these? I know we can use like walls on like a furnace base. I wonder. Let's go over here and claim this. This is looking like it's all falling apart. Because it is. I want to say it did it like this, but I can't remember. To be perfectly honest with you, I can't remember how this all went. If I could. Yeah, I can't remember if this goes like up like this or not. I can't remember the best way that this sits. Hold on, let me just... We're doing like 5 things at once here, but... I can't can't remember the best way this sits on the... This way we can have some illustrations as to what's going on here. Excellent. Sounds so wet. And to be real, I know this is going to sound super crazy, and I'm definitely with you on this, but also using a, that metal, what is it called? The metal bookshelf? Salvage bookshelves. I know, it sounds crazy even saying it. Sometimes those can be a real win. I know, right? That's insane. I know. Believe me. Okay, so let's put some of our amenities in here, shall we? Let's just assume you're going to get a large battery. I'm sorry, medium battery. Scusi. Let's just use wooden locks for now, because that'll be much faster. Okay, medium battery. Let's jam it in there. Alright, so if we're going to do this like full-fledged like we have been doing, we're going to be utilizing these extra spaces out here. To be fair, we could crop plot it in the back here. Alright, so for real, this is going to be like where furnaces sit. This is if you're really going to maximize your space. And you can do it inside, which is hot. And also, if you play your cards right and you do get a drop box and you want to play that like drop box game, which I would recommend, yes. Oh, did I not do stones? Oh wait, no I did. Okay, we're good. Whew. Honestly, doing this is like a crop pot might be like the best thing ever. We'll leave it blank for now because I have a feeling we'll come back and use it for crops. Alright, so if you come out here, placing these, the side you place it on first is the side that is going to stick out the most. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, although I find putting this in first, if you have the chance, you may not. The better way to do it is before you get that honeycomb all locked in on that side. But you can do it the other way. It's just a bit cleaner this way because the empty space is right here. So you find the top area. You don't want to put it there, and then you find where the furnaces are at, and you kind of go in between that space. And then if you look, you see how much further out that is than this side. Just makes it a bit easier to manage. And then, and you don't always have this option. I get that because things get crazy. I get it. This can also be a wall here. I wonder if we could do something with that later. Okay, so I'm kind of just freeballing this here for a second. Kind of using this for different scenarios. How we can use this for crappie plots. I was thinking the other day, if we could use this space here for our entryway. Oh, you know what? This isn't going to work because we're too close to the side here, aren't we? I messed up. Okay, well, we'll do this in a real spot then. Forgot, we're too close to the road. Oh, maybe not. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. That's kind of amazing we got that in there. Alright, let's try it over here then. I screwed up, boys. I screwed up. Oh, sorry. Man, see what I mean? Like, my chat window didn't scroll down, so I didn't know there was chat. It says, how do I join Test Branch? I'm new. What's up, Jaden? Go to your store, PSN or Microsoft Store, and search for Rust Console Edition Public Testing Branch. If you have Deluxe or Ultimate, you will have access to download it. When it's complete, you can launch the testing branch that way. If you have Basic Edition and you'd like to upgrade, you can go to the Rust Cobalt Combat Pack, which is also in the PlayStation or Microsoft Store. You have to search that in those stores, and then you'll be able to find it. And then you should have access to download the PTB. Okay, so like right there. Should be a good way to get it right there. Oof, I don't like that rock there. That's fine. I think that's fine. Question mark? I feel like we can use this for something right here, right? Like this piece. Alright, we'll just do it the way we normally do it, because... Again, this is the wedge, exclamation point wedge in the chat. Do you guys notice our procedural stuff actually works now the way it was supposed to? Pretty hot. Oh boys, let me check something here. Notes. What's today, the 13th? Okay, I had to get all that in there. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to watch chat, because if my iPad dies... Can I, like, plug it in from over there? Hold on. Maybe. Dude, my setup is so jacked. It's so jacked up. Alright, we'll just worry about it when we get there. Sorry, let me catch up on chat real quick. He says, I was wondering if this game is in testing branch or in the main. He says, I haven't played in a while. Beaston, the farming stuff is on PTB. Oh wait, Jordan says, have you heard anything about horses? Horses will be after this update, after it hits main, and then it usually takes a month. Diary of Mr. Dunn. Please, no servers in the chat, please. Because you don't know what server we play on. Because even if we did join that server, it would be unplayable because stream sniping is that bad. Nothing against you. I'm not trying to, you know, it gets wild. Gentlemen. Alright, so I feel like we got some workable space here for the honeycomb. Maybe we can mess with it, maybe we can't. We just, hopefully, let's test the rest of these pieces here. I'm flying through this wedge build. Okay, so these are clean. We can maybe use some other sides. Crouch and I were messing around during the build, and he had a good idea for, like, putting, like, a bubbler back there in the corner. Is this how we're gonna put this in here? I want to say yes. Hold on, let me double check this. Come on. Doesn't want to place, huh? Pretty sure we can still get it in there. No? Fine. What am I missing out here? Wood? Apparently. Okay. Okay, let's put our... Sorry guys, it's taking me a second. Says it's now the 13th. He says yes, because it's after midnight. Ah, yes. And the 12th is your birthday. Well, happy belated birthday. Then, sir, I stink. Do you ever just have farts that just you smell them, they're awful, but you're like, I'm still impressed. I'm very impressed with myself. Perfect. Okay. Really, a lot of these would be like wood and stuff but we're just gonna go whoopsie poopsie. We're gonna go the way we normally go, which is crazy, man. And maybe we don't mess around with this one piece, but I don't know. We'll play with it here in a second. I'm just thinking out loud for some of the stuff. Okay, so like this would be the basic layout. Oh, let's go ahead and take this off. Let's go ahead and place these bad boys. This comes later, but I just kind of want to fit in all the pieces that we would typically use to see how we're going to get our crops in there. As long as you have one facing in and one facing out, you go to the top, go to the bottom, test, move, wiggle. Biggest side's over here, which should leave it open for us to actually place things freely on either side. And this is where we place like the extra wooden doors that we move over, which ends up working out rather well. And then it just becomes a confusing mess as to like which ends which, what does what, and why there's wooden doors on a base, which is perfect. Because really you just need these doors to protect your back while you're depositing or withdrawing from your... Oh. Okay, there we go. Honeycomb anyways. Hopefully it throws people off. They get all confused. Makes you look a lot less loaded than what you really are. We have a couple different places we can actually jam some of these crops that I was thinking. Just interested to see if we can pull it off. I love keeping this wood. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. And then sometimes I'll just leave like one door coated and then the other one's like on the exterior and then the rest are wood. Because it throws off the attackers too, because you want them to think you're like a solo guy. I was like, what is that? Oh, it's a bear. Check. 100%. Just take out that boar. What a bad dude. Alright, so we've already proven how to get all of our electricity in there, which is really nice. Nice. We have a lot of workable space down here we could use for a fridge. It can all be covered up here. This will stay twig. We've got some potential usable space back here. This is obviously like phase 2 or 3 of the wedge, right? Because this isn't going to be stuff you use off the rip for sure. This could be some interesting space maybe we could utilize. I think this has a lot of potential. And even this here, because like we could use this for something. Not sure what yet, but something. Excellent. Right, boys. Yes, very good. Boys, it's getting late, right? Dang. Alright, here's what I want to try, because this is something we can do immediately. Just to test. Though I do like having these as drop boxes, but... yeah, if this is honestly just like crops, we could, you know, maybe even leave it. We need to construct a way to jam these into 2 triangles. Well, I think we might have one right here. Hold on. I think we can get it in there. Oops, I'm flying. Okay, back down. Okay, so let's see if we can maybe get this to stick if we do this. I don't know if this works the same way as... nope, it does not. Okay, so triangles are kind of rough for that. Can we jam it another way? Yeah, it really doesn't like that. This might be our best option over here. Let me just see if it'll fit. That's what she said. I think that's getting in the way. Yep. Let me see if that'll fit on top. I don't know if I like that. Like, cause the farming's for later, for sure. Come on, fit. Okay, so that's one of those things you kind of have to fit in first, which makes that tricky. So you could skip the bunker part of this first until you have the crop pot, which makes this very odd, but it will work. Would be nice to see. Let's try something crazy, dude. You're a wild boy. Does this work? This would be ideal. You've got this extra piece on the side. I have no idea how you would get back there, but you could do it. You have to almost make those like skinny boys, right? You can stack it though. That's very bizarre. How bizarre. What if we did this? Yeah, if it doesn't fit in that one triangle, I doubt it would fit the way I think it's going to, but we'll try. There's no way that fits, right? There's no way. Okay, that's what I thought. They definitely need to be on, like, super flat stuff. Alright, so in a triangular configuration... Does that mean that'll fit here? Nah. Yeah? Man, it's like they almost... This one kind of fits, though. Oh, it's because of walls. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That makes it very, very tricky. Diddly-diddly, diddly-diddly. Alright, so this would be pretty legit. You have to really approach how you do this last lock-in piece, which really makes you vulnerable. So you'd almost have to have your crop plot ready, because if it breaks, you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed. The other question is, maybe, okay, maybe we can like do some crazy stuff with boxes and whatnot. That would make you so vulnerable though. That's so scary. Alright, let's just say for argument's sake, because we're messing around here, if that does work, whoopsie. Then what if we did this? That's crazy, right? Does that work? Can we put a lamp in there? Are we getting crazy enough for you yet? That is bizarre. What about, can we get some seeds back there? Boy. Kinda can. I mean, if we can really maximize that space, I'm all in, dude. Still gonna be able to get up in these corners, I think we, you know, we can do a little something back here. Right, because that was kind of wasted space anyways, but we used it to seal off the base, so this wouldn't be the worst. And by the time you're this size anyways, it would make sense for you to do this. It's not like abnormal. Although, hold on, is this even passable like this? You'd have to go double, huh? Yeah. Okay, so double doors there. Or garage. Probably just a double. You don't need anything too wacky in there. It's just crops, right? Then you can have your, oh, we have another square zone. Ooh. We could use that, baby girl. What if we did this? Ooh, now we're talking. Now we have 2 crop plot rooms, dog. Ooh, now we're rich. Look, it becomes your door back there. Ooh, dude. What if we did do this? Maybe you just make that wood? You know what I mean? That's crazy. Ooh, I think we're onto something. That'd really make you look janky. I don't know, that's pretty dope. What do we jam over here though? Fridge or something? I mean, last time we stuck a locker in here, that seemed to work alright. I mean, we could stick another locker on this side too. I mean, this little side piece here ain't too bad. And like, what if this weird ass like extended piece that like helps protect the what do you call it? The whatever the hell this is. The bunker? Wow, I had to think about that for a minute. Yeah, because when it's all fleshed out, it looks like this. And if we had these extra pieces on the side, well, you know what? Let's just flesh out the way we normally have and just take a look. Maybe this is crazy. I don't know. This is the way it would normally be. I'm kind of looking at this at different angles, not really talking about it. So, I feel like she's getting kind of big. Normally, we'd have a jump up here. What's the upkeep on this? It's still not crazy. Well, we do have some extra spots to play with, which is nice. Actually, these are wood, and then these get upgraded to something else later. These are stone. This can also be wood. Get those double days. Doubles. Honestly, I usually put a wooden door up here because you got some left over. Really add to that effect. So really, if we had this top section here, we could make some grow spots here. I really need an efficient way to use this, though. I guess we could use it to store the water, right, on the triangle pieces. That's not the worst idea, because you'd have to do something. Especially if you're cleaning. So, okay, I think we maybe kind of solved that, maybe, for a second. Crouch and I were doing this, and this kind of worked out for us. We put one of these up here. We put some boxes up here, like a We need good and creative ways to store those big old blocks. You guys notice that our water storage thingy didn't have the space cut out on the bottom for us to actually place boxes, which was super sad, Panda. Like, for real. Not bad. We can jam some extra stuff under there. It wouldn't be terrible if we kind of had this as like a spot to come out and grow in too, maybe? So the real question is, how do we jam some of those extra pieces that we do need inside here? So if we had to use a desalinator, which is likely, what does that look like? I mean, honestly, if you had even one large crop plot, that'd be enough. Just curious to see. Oh, better yet. What if we did this? Oh. Hang on, this makes sense in a minute. You crouch your way through here, and then you're like, boom, crops. And then maybe you keep this stone. Right, and you just keep these other pieces of wood, and then so if you want to expand later, you can. You know what I mean? You can just soft it out. Ooh, now we're talking, boys. Now we're talking. Maybe your soft out spots like right here. It's like, how do we use these extra side pieces here? Alright, well, let's see if we can cram one of these bad boys in here, because that's really all you need. I mean, we got it to fit. The other question is where do we put that desalinator? If we had to clean the water, where would it go? I guess we could stick it on top of the base, but that's kind of asking for a lot. Don't you think? Or we could get real stupid. Put it in a box like that. What else can we jam next to this thing? I feel like we could fit so much more stuff next to it. I mean, we need some space on the wall and stuff, that's for sure. It's gotta fit back there, man. Come on. It's gotta fit back there, bro. I'll be honest, I haven't really tried to jam a desalinator in many spots other than a giant square. It's bulky, that's for damn sure. Yeah, because usually what you do is you've got your storage here. Then you place your empty, what do you call them, jugs and stuff in there. There's always like, I always like to have, in a realistic scenario, right? Like there's one side. You got like boxes under here if you need it. If you're gonna go manual. And then a fridge if you can afford it. I mean, usually, right? No, just me? No way? Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, we are cranking it. Yeah, 'cause then this represents 20,000 milliliters. Then you can fit how much inside of a regular box? Oh yeah, we got the big boxes here. It's one row, so you're looking at 30, 40, 50, 60 milliliters. But you need these to like actively go back and forth. I mean, the other question is we could like, yeah, Yeah, but those are like the best ways to go, really. Yeah, the big container input is usually, if you're super poor, usually you can knock out this one and then kind of just... And usually I like to stick this stuff in like the airlock on the front because there's so much dead space in there. Although we've really utilized our airlock pretty tight in this one, so makes it an interesting puzzle to solve. Although I do like the idea of this. And I think the desalinator is so big, I don't know if it's really going to work back here. Yeah, that's very large. I mean, we could put it up here and then our crop plots down here like we had before, and then that would totally work. Put one of these little guys on the rooftop to help give you just a little bit of supplemental. Captain's log, supplemental. You probably want like 2 or 3 of these guys. 4 if you can afford it. Usually. Power. Yeah, I think maybe putting the old desally in there. Either down low or up top. Maybe you can jam it in down low and then you wouldn't have to worry about that crooked placement. And then really it's just cranking all your stuff up to the next floor. That wouldn't be so bad. Desalinator. We put the desalinator back here. Crop plot up here. Another crop plot upstairs if you can afford it. Right? And then you could even, before you want to put this out, if you want to like seal it off, you could just make that wood. Knock her out when you're ready. You know, make this a metal door, and make this a metal door, and then you're pretty much good, right? Then you have the access that you're looking for. I know, I mean, we're kind of getting there, man. How bad is this upkeep? Let's put the caps on real fast. Let's take a look. Curious. That way we can still use this, and then add that second floor if you want to, or just leave it out completely. Oopsie poopsie. Is this wood down here? Oh, it is. Yeah, honestly, you leave some big old wood sides right here. You'd be filling up the extra wood spots on your TC, making the upkeep so much cheaper anyway, as you can always convert your stone into wood. This really throws people off. It's not bad. And then if you start to get some heat, you can always convert it. Not a big deal. This helps cover up the old side here. If you need to expand your farming operation, you can always branch out and then cap off the top. That's if you're more rich. It's not always the option. I get it. I do like this. I like your butt. What's up? What's up, baby? This way, you've still got a way to like drop off your goods. Maybe this is the pickup side. Or drop off, who knows? Yeah, this could be drop off, because if you get something good, maybe you just want to drop it in. I think the desalinator could fit back here. Your crops sit in here, maybe? And then maybe try something like this. I think that's not bad, dude. If you're going to go the crop route and you want it to be in this little guy, you're going to have a semi-decently sized. Like, if you want to grow stuff. Oh, you know what else we need in here, boys? You know what else we need that I totally forgot? I mean, we're gonna need it. Is that thing in the way? That's so annoying. Does this even work in here? Yeah, we could get away with it. No, we can't. Now we can. Put a frame in there. Dude, that water purifier is something else. You'd have to make it that. They don't have to open inward, which would make it super annoying. Hey, but it works. It works. Our other option is... where is it? Where are you? Remember these, gentlemen? It's going to cost you a lot of wood. But it will work. Sometimes you just need to put a little bit in there and start your old cloning process. I get that too. I mean, honestly, if we had cooking fires anyways inside, you just throw these on there and just you clean a little bit of extra water with everything else, right? Right, boys? Right? I do like the idea of capping this off and making this like just different. What do you guys think? Oh, sorry. See, my chat got stuck again. Sorry, guys. Clarence, what's up, man? And then Guadalupe says, "Win custom servers." This is what we got so far. Custom. What's up? Slayer says, "Instead of using the triangle in the front, make it a square with shop fronts on sides and a double door." It says in the front, so you have sight for door campers. And then a full crop plot would fit above. Ooh. You're right. That's a good idea. Yeah, there's so many possibilities. So, like, not only is the wedge good as a baseline, but, like, we've got so many options here, right? Like, that's definitely a good opportunity, too. I mean, when you look at this, you're kind of like, what's going on with this? Perfect. Perfect. This would be honeycomb. We just get like a loose idea of what this might look like with all of the amenities that we might need, and so we kind of have an idea of what our upkeep would be. We need a mixing table. Yeah, leave it a couple spots square might be the way to go for some of these. I agree. I like the idea of leaving this all super jank 9000, and then you can like punch them out as you need them. Leave this as like, I mean, heck, you can even leave that as a wooden frame if you really wanted to. As long as these outsides are stone, it would keep things very manageable. You could even stick a fridge or two up here. Oh, yeah, I know we can just put up right here. Can we pick these back up? I believe we can. I think they take durability. They do. Does that block our doorway? It's kind of amazing it doesn't. It's not bad. We could put a little something, something right there. Would this fit in a half wall configuration? Now I'm curious. I've never really tried to jam one of these in crazy spots yet. Does it fit under there? I don't think it does, right? Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, it kind of fits here. It's wild, dude. Yeah, it's gonna have to be in a more open spot for sure. But to be real, if we kind of like got stupid, we jam one of these next to it. Is that a possibility for us? Ooh, girlfriend. Now we're talking. Got some space for some water stuff here. Ooh. Well, what if we did this? What if we got real crazy, guys? What if we got real stupid? Now what? Now we can clone right here? Can we stick a double-day? A dublis? What do you think? A dublis? Oh, gentlemen. I believe we're in it. That's crazy. Get an extra light in there. Honestly, if you got the light right here, it might work for all of them. I mean, and then look at this, look at this, look at this. Let's get stupid. And then what if we did this? Let's get crazy. Let's get stupid. Does this work? Alright, just checking. We didn't even put some of those campfires and stuff right here. Oh, that's so dirty. That'd work, man. We're utilizing the extra space we already have. Hopefully confusing the ever-living piss out of anybody trying to raid the base. Right? If you want to go grow up 9,000, come up here. Got a little bit of storage. But mostly you're going to be a jug boy. You know what I mean? Jugs. It's because you got big jugs. It says, LOL, looking more and more like a modified wedge. Love it. Oh, you know it. But like, I'm trying to keep in mind like the different like realistic phases that we're in when we're building Slayer. You know what I mean? Or and anybody else in the chat. Like, because when you first get started, it's about this really tight 1x2 with this closed area, and then you do your like front porch when you can afford it, which is usually your second wave of harvesting, for me at least. If you're lucky enough to have somebody helping you, then it's much faster. Then you've got all the battery power you need here. Oh yeah, we're gonna stick those solar boys, huh? Solar boys would be... Honestly, you could just go with 2 to start, and then if you really want to go crazy, you can go bigger. So what, southwest? You're good there. You can put your dew collectors on top if you really want to. Got some workable space here. If you want to take this locker out and stick a fridge here and then place more furnaces, although I think that does work. I think it works. This one's so nice because if they come down here, it's like what, you're going to soft side into our farming area that's hopefully cleared out if we're offline, like big whoop. Now you can soft side that out if you're rich. If you're worried about it, you can always stick stone here, and then if you really want to expand it, you can always soft side the stone out if you really, you know? Yeah. Then we can stick the old workbench down here. Workbench. They get the old sleeping bags. La, 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 la. We did something crazy that one time. Oh yeah, we used a metal shelf down here. That was wild. You're wild. There it is, sleeping bag. That took me forever to find. And then if we, if we're the only guy in here, or even if there's just one other guy, like you can jam another box back here. Easy. Now you're really talking. Can we fit another bag right there? Pretty sure we can. Oh, almost. Oh yeah, now we're talking, dude. Dude, Duo City. Look at this. You got space for some electronics. You can do your combiner on the roof. Ooh. Realistically, it's going to be like 2 or 3 on the roof, but that's fine. Room for expansion. Keep it nice and tucked away. Dude. And if you're worried about it, you can always take a shotgun trap tipped in this way and then, it kind of covers that empty space here for the mixing table. So anybody decides to drop down and gets freaking rinsed. Rinsed. And to be real, can we fit these little guys up in here too? Oh, maybe not. The water purifier stuff? We could fit one maybe like right there too. Ooh, baby. Now we're talking. A fridge or two for clones and stuff is going to be pretty realistic. I like the idea of having some of the extra farm stuff. If you want to go ham, you can use these dead spots here, but then you don't have to. And then you can considerably cut down the cost of your upkeep. But like, leaving you the option if you wanna. If you wanna. I think we're getting close to something. Well, something. Yeah, because this feels like something you could manage for sure. Starts off as a nice clean 1x2. You've got drop box support. So if you have the bunker completely sealed and you need to move things in and out, you can always use the old body bag trick to, or the wreck yourself, spawn in, drop it in the box, so you don't have to waste any materials if somehow you don't have enough metal or high quality, which is a situation you can find yourself in for sure. You put some small boxes up here, slide them in the back, giving you that extra storage. Also a place to kind of stand and linger. We've got a locker in the back corner. Hot. Dude, can we even fit a box here? Is that even gonna work? I was gonna say, I know we can probably squeeze one more thing in there. Probably. And then we'd have a light in there, correct? Gentlemen, we're looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Here, let's speed charge that sucker up top. Voltage, high voltage. And you could technically run it off of like a small car battery, but you'd have to kind of separate everything if you don't have like the scrap or the tech trash. But then you can very easily upgrade it. I liked having that there. Is there a room for another fridge somewhere, maybe? Possibly. I do like this. Oh, you know what you could do right here to take someone's legs out? We put a shotgun trap right here and just boom. You're already taking people's legs off anyway. Pretty sure that'll clear it. Gotta get real close so it doesn't take the frame out. Yeah, dude, you. Someone drops in on that. See you later, homie. You're getting your legs taken off. And you already crushed to get through here anyways, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. Right? Ooh, amenities, amenities. 100%, 100%. You can knock out these frames too if you want to go into a garage door. If you're in that situation, you have decent amount of storage. I mean, what about some roof protection, boys? What do you think? I mean, you could take the honeycomb and convert it. I do like it. Okay, let's see what that cost us. This is ballpark. 2,719, so about 3,000 or 3 stone nodes, 1 tree, and we don't have enough of the deployables on, but it's probably going to be half of a metal node, most likely. So we usually have a roller boy here. Oops, we gotta upgrade that. Then we would have most likely metal door here. Yes. I love to go cheap on this stuff. It's my favorite thing. It really is. Then you would have a metal boy over here. Oh yeah, looks so good. A roller boy or a metal boy. You know, these have to be stone on the side. Probably looking at 4 stone nodes a day. So 3,000-ish, 3,000 and change. Just for argument's sake. I want to be able to upgrade this frame so we get a better idea of what our cost is. Oh, let's get rid of this twig. I tell you what, upgrading these things when there's double doors on there feels impossible. I know it's not, but it definitely feels impossible. Let's just upgrade that for the sake of upgrading it. And then let's just make the interior a metal box. Well, first let's see what this is. Yeah, almost 3,000. So 3 nodes, 1 tree, and half of a metal node. Dude, doable. It's probably going to be 4 by the time we're done with these upgrades, but... I mean, come on, that's not bad. pretty sure a light right there would work. Pretty sure. Excellent. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. All right, well, I think we're going to have to probably call it here for now. I think we have an excellent start. We didn't get to do as much cloning as I wanted to, but hey, we had to get the set ready and some of the clean water. But I'm liking this modified wedge for agricultural purposes. It's really lending itself quite well to what we're trying to do. So, yeah, we should have this bad boy up and running tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's the wipe, right? Jeez, I forgot what day it was. So again, if you're looking for Rust farm setup, like a basic Rust farm setup, we got you covered. We got farm here, and then if you're looking for teas, we got that as well. And then anything you want to know about custom servers, or all the stuff we know about custom servers up to this point, they should all be popping into the chat here. And stay tuned. We're going to have some more videos here. And thanks for bearing with me for my janky setup while the streaming machine gets fixed. And we should have things back to normal relatively soon. Hopefully it doesn't take longer than a week or two. Fingers crossed. So, yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. And be sure to drop a like if you haven't already. And hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow on the wipe. Yes? All right. Everybody have a fantastic day, evening. We'll see you again real soon. All right. Is it protected now? Good night, everybody. Shrub says, we love you, Jade. He says, keep up being goofy. Thanks, baby. I appreciate you guys. Everybody have a fantastic evening. We should be back at a relatively good time tomorrow. So, love your bush.